Welcome to our series on the pros and cons leasing versus financing. Now, these are all opinions that I have formed over selling cars over the last 18 years. I did not plug any of this into ChatGPT. I used my brain. I'm going to give you my top 3 pros and plus some honorable mentions. Number 1 pro is that it's a shorter commitment. It's usually only about 3 years. So instead of tying up $20, $30, $40,000 in a 72-month car loan, you're having less money tied up for a shorter period of time, which frees up your creditability for other fun things. This is a perfect situation for someone who has just graduated college, their first time budgeting in the real world. That gives them time to have an inexpensive payment, and then at the end of that 3 years, reevaluate. Did you get a new job? Are you going to be moving? Are you making more money? It is also super helpful for people who have negative equity in a loan that they just keep transferring to the next loan, Stop the insanity and lease. Yes, you will take a hit on that payment, but you're already taking it on the financing payment. But at least at the end of the 3-year lease, that negative equity is gone and you start over fresh. Number 2 pro for leasing would be that you have a lower payment. Because you're only paying for a portion of that vehicle, the payment will be lower than if you were to finance the whole shebang. Plus, your money works harder for you on a lease. If you were to put $2,000 down on a lease, it changes the payment about $60. On a 72-month car loan, maybe about $34. Next pro would be that because most leases are 3 years, 36,000 miles, everything on the car is going to be covered for the life of the lease. So you're not going to get surprised with a repair bill that's huge. Now on to the honorable mentions. Gap insurance is typically included in all leases. At least they are in our Kia leases. So that means if there's a total loss at any point during that lease, no matter what the car's value is versus the buyout, it's going to get paid off in full. Number 2 is that if you're the kind of person who likes to have the latest and greatest safety technology styling, a lease is perfect. Finally, at the end of a lease, you're never going to have negative equity that you have to roll into another loan. Best case scenario, you might have a couple bucks that you can use to trade in on a new lease. Worst case scenario is you're even Stevens, free and clear. Now, I will cover the cons of leasing in a separate video. It will be much shorter because there are far fewer cons, but they are biggies that can make or break whether or not you decide to lease or finance.